Welcome back. Remember when I told you guys that most of these sages have about 3 thoughts each? Well, here's an example of one of them that didn't. Hillel, which we mentioned a few of his thoughts in the previous lesson, he has more to say. And this is what he says. He says that if somebody tries to build themselves to be greater, they'll be chopped down. He says that if a person doesn't add on to their wisdom, they will lose their wisdom. That if a person does not study, in our case, Torah, they're deserving of death. And if a person makes misuse of the crown, he'll fade away. So what does this all mean? Basically, it all fits together. A person is put on this earth for a specific reason. He's put on here to become better as far as wisdom and better as far as his character. So we don't want to lessen somebody's knowledge and increase his arrogance. That would just be completely backwards. So if we go back to his words, at the same time that if a person tries to be greater, they'll be chopped down. At that same time, if he's not adding on to his wisdom, as my father used to say, he doesn't stay average. Every day that you don't learn, you are losing knowledge. You're either moving forward or backwards. You never stay where you are. And this is so applicable to all of us in everyday life. We need to be very cautious as the overall rule that we are worshiping our Creator. And how do we do that? Number one, increase in knowledge for your own sake, and so you can improve the world and teach others. And number two, work on your character. Pretty much you're going to have the same end result. You're going to improve the world and you're going to teach others. So it's like this barometer that needs to go in opposite directions. We need to increase our knowledge, but we have to decrease our arrogance. When you make it sound like that, it just sounds so simple, but it is the challenge of our life. And so therefore, we need different tools. First of all, you need somebody that you answer to. As I've told you before, it is very easy for somebody to fool themselves. The best of people can fool themselves by thinking, this is the right thing. But we are so swayed. There are so many facets that go in our life that we couldn't possibly know the right decision, especially all the time. And at the same time, it's good for you to be a role model because you think twice. You know, it's like if you just have to be responsible for yourself, then okay, I screwed up, made a mistake, I'll try better. But if a person knows that their actions has immediate response to their child, their student, their friend, their whoever, not only will they be cautious more than usual, but there's an enjoyment to it. And all of a sudden now the person wants to work on themselves even more and more. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Think about when you work on yourself, and then think about when people are asking you for advice and direction and how exciting it is to prepare and to try to improve and work on yourself. So back to this simple sentence. If we try to be greater, we'll be knocked down. We should be greater, but don't look for that. Hey, everybody, respect me. No, none of that. And at the same time, if you don't work on your wisdom while you're being humble, that's a problem. And if a person is not studying, they deserve death. Wow. If there isn't a clearer description of what we are put on this world here for, I don't know if that's not it. And this crown, everything that is special and super and holy and extreme is God's. Never try to take away what's God's. And it's so hard because we are all born with an ego. Our birth, our experiences, it's called egocentricity, decentralization. It is the work of our life to go from it's all about me to there's nothing but God. And please God, let me be a part and a piece of you. I'd like to wish you a wonderful day. Looking forward. This is such an exciting program. Have a good one.